Hi and welcome. I'm Dan from Awareful and welcome to my channel. Today we're exploring the need for self-compassion and why it is the radicalism of our time. Now, whether you've realised it or not, just by clicking on this link, you've already started practicing self-compassion, the true heart of mindfulness. It helps and guides us to make choices that make our life simpler and therefore more compassionate. And one of the most wonderful things is that the more we practice it, the more others get to benefit from it as well. And there is a direct correlation between how much time you spend on your own well-being and how much energy, motivation and joy you have in your life. And if you're feeling exhausted, not sleeping well, maybe you're reacting more than normal, how many days in the last month have you focused on your well-being? Even just reflecting just now. Thich Nhat Hanh, he's quoted as saying compassion is a verb. Now what do you think he meant? What's that? Because it's not good enough just to think about being compassionate. It takes action. You are spot on. Another one of my favourite quotes is, as the Dalai Lama says, compassion is the radicalism of our time. And he says this with full understanding that what you're going to be going through is not easy. What you're going to be doing is not easy. It's not short term, and it goes against a society that feeds materialism, narcissism and lies. So dedicate time every day to make yours and someone else's life a little simpler, a little happier. Not for money, not for hope of something in return, not for a video to put on social media, but because you recognise that same humanness in all. This ability to suffer is in all people and you want to help. You recognise your interdependence, that we are not separate, that we are unique, absolutely, but not independent. We are interdependent. We would not survive without the kindness of others every day, thousands of them, that help you to eat, drive, fly planes, they help you with your transport, the books you write from, the phones you use. Thousands of humans have come together to help you to live and survive and thrive. Even if they didn't know they were doing it, they still have. So what we're going to do now is a 2-minute compassionate pause. And wherever you are, I just want you just to listen. That's all you need to do. And close your eyes if you want to. And as you close your eyes, I just want you to bring some attention onto the movement of your breath. So you're just feeling as it flows into and out of the body. And what I invite you to do just to help bring that awareness, bring that attention, is just as you breathe in, I just want you to say the word in. And as you breathe out, I'd like you to say the word out. You're breathing in and noticing that you're breathing in. And you're breathing out and noticing that you're breathing out. And just keep doing this for a few more breaths, breathing in and saying the word in, and breathing out and saying the word out. In, out. And now I'd invite you just to change the words to calm as you breathe in and ease as you breathe out. Calm, ease, calm, ease. And again, just repeat that a couple more times. Calm, ease. And just before you open your eyes, I'd invite in your thoughts, not aloud, just to say this little phrase. I am enough. And then as you recognise that you are enough, allowing your eyes to open. And then again, just 2 more times, breathing in calm and breathing out ease. Calm and ease. I hope you enjoyed that little practice. And there's a link to it below in the description, and I'd recommend repeating it all the time. Create a habit of compassion. But we're currently going through a pandemic, although in reality it is not in entirety this virus. It's the uncertainty. There's no path to healing or path to safety at the moment. And this is the real impact. We're constantly in threat, and we're putting ourselves into that threat with no path to safety. We lie in wait, and the news and the media implicates it, which is why compassion is so important for us right now. And there was that wonderful teaching of that some attribute to the Buddha about the two arrows. Now, the first arrow is the one which brings pain, and the second arrow is the unworthiness and the shame. So the first arrow, and I always think about Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura, when he throws the spear, it's like, you know what I mean. And the first arrow, it's happened. Life's changed. You've lost your job, you've got some bad news, you've received a bad appraisal, you're running late, you didn't get to watch your TV program, you run out of milk, whatever it is, the first arrow, whatever it is, changed. There's no going back. But we don't think that first arrow is enough suffering. We have to then shoot the second arrow into that already open wound and make that situation worse for ourselves. We don't nurture ourselves in the first arrow, recognizing that pain is already hard enough to deal with. We then make the unworthiness, and then the shame, and the guilt, and the anger, the frustration. And we continue to fire these arrows into this wound, making whatever has changed harder and more cumbersome and weighty. And you feel the weight of life sucking us in, when really the first and most appropriate thing is compassion, nurture, kindness. Realise I can't do anything. The arrow is in there. All I can do is take it out and nurture that pain. It is the second arrow that we can work with, the suffering of suffering, as it's told. We feel like we're at war with ourselves sometimes, which is exhausting. So it's not like we don't have the energy. We're just fueling the wrong fire sometimes. We're burning all of this incredibleness on that which doesn't serve us, seeing it as a strength when in fact strength takes vulnerability. And vulnerability is one of these words that I'm hearing more of these days, which is awesome. It's one of those words which you should hear more of. Being vulnerable, opening up, being held, not holding on to everything, tending to, reflecting, contemplating. All of these amazing words, these perfumes that come out of the word vulnerability. So getting vulnerable is the path of the spiritual warrior. It takes real strength to open up and talk about what you're going through rather than hold it in and get down and depressed. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't hesitate to like or subscribe or push that little bell if you want to be updated with more videos, and there are more coming out. Or share it to people that you think might benefit for it. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you notice? What did you take from it? Okay? Now, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.